All right, peace, fam. DB Bedford here, the EI guy, bringing you that emotional intelligence both personally and professionally. You know I'm juiced because I have figured out a way to take this emotional intelligence to the next level. I learned how to leverage it into the financial markets so that I can earn additional income on a day-to-day basis. This is why I call this the ultimate side hustle. So at the time of this recording, it's 7:11 in the morning, okay? And I'm done for the day. I was able to capture $685 in 5 minutes. Now, this is after I took an early morning trade that I didn't show because I didn't record it because I did it pre-market, but I was actually down $600. And then when the market opened, I was able to get that 600 back and then make 685. So I'm done for the day. But that's not even the most exciting part of my day. And you remember that old school song, Just Got Paid, Friday night. That's kind of how I feel. I went back and checked my trap and seeing my results for the week. I realized that I was up $5,270 for the week. But it gets better than that. On top of that, when I added up the time each trade took, it was less than an hour. So for about an hour's worth of trading time, I'm up $5,270. If that doesn't get you excited, if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. Now, it's levels to this. So I know for some people, you do way more than that, and I ain't mad at you. I'm talking to those of you that have been looking for a way to add additional income to what you're already doing, or maybe you want to swap out what you're doing and learn how to do something like this full time. It is possible, but I want to say this is very risky. Every day is not a green day. You're going to have some losing days, but the goal when you become a day trader, and especially when you become an EI day trader, is to have more profitable days than non-profitable days, okay? And you want to maximize your profits and minimize your losses. So let me take you into this trade and show you how I got that 685 in a couple of minutes. And then I'm gonna come back on and I want to get you excited about how I can show you how to do the same thing. All right, it's a good Friday morning. You know, this morning I was watching CNBC. They talked a lot about how the market is just, going up. The future markets were, potentially just on the boom, and everything talked about today being a day where the market will go up. And so, as soon as I turn on the computer, I could just go back and look and see that even though these are small candles, but it was gradually going up. We had a big boom here. The opening bell came out the gate opening. And so, I waited a second to get into the trade. And so I entered the trade at 24.39. Now, as you can see, it's 24.44. So I want to take my stop loss. I want to capture some of these profits right off the back. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a few points. I'm going to go to 24.40, let's say 2. Matter of fact, I'm going to go 3. Since it's on its way up, I'm gonna go 24. So I'm gonna go 24.43, capture a couple of those points, and then we're just gonna kind of ride this up and see what happens. If you look at over here, the volume is pretty, is not as good as the last bar, but there is some volume. If you look at the MACD, like indicating that this could continue to go up. So I just got stopped out. And that's a quick $205. Now, the reason why it's $205 because I took an early morning trade and I was down $600. So I could see why that's it. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This trade right here is probably gonna seem a little suspect to you because I didn't have time to really coach and talk you all the way through it. I mean, it started going up so fast. And after I got stopped out with the last trade, I was trying to find a space to get back in. And once I got back in, as you can see, this candle right here kind of went up and down, and I was kind of focused on that. And so I almost forgot that I was a recording. So I didn't get a chance to show you how I got back in. But, as you can see, we're at 24.44. is where it's trading at. I got back into this trade at 24.40. So after I got stopped out last time, I was trying to get back in because I just still believed. I was looking at how strong these indicators were, and I'm like, this trade is going to continue to go up. It's holding at this level right here, like 24.45. Every time it gets about right there, the sellers start pushing it back down. So it's struggling a little bit getting past that level. So I got stopped out again. So we go to positions, and you can see we're at 685 right now. Yeah, so sometimes, you get in and things kind of happen so fast. And so I was trying to be in kind of, demonstrating mode, but I had to pause for a second and focus. I could tell you the trade that got me this $685 this morning. And that $685 came between 638 right here and 643. Prior to that this morning, I didn't show you this trade because I traded before market, which I normally never do, but that actually cost me. I actually was down $600. But now, the trade that, that you got a snapshot in started at 638. We were done by those trades by 643. That got me to $685. All right. So from here, you know what I like to do? I like to come over here. It's my workstation as an entrepreneur. So what I do, I come to my chart, grab my pen, my marker, and then that was $685, I believe. $685, and that was in 5 minutes. So I can put that here. That's my new little thing that I'm doing. I want to make sure I capture the time so I can get an idea how much did I have to work this week. So you look, we got 13 minutes, that's a 13. 5 minutes, that's 18, plus 8 is 26, plus 8 more is 34, 39, so 39 minutes. So let's just say less than an hour, right, of time. You look at for the week, all profitable, 5,200 or so for the week. 4 hours worth of time. So when you quantify it, like this is just real results. When you look at this is real time. And I'm only showing you guys this, again, not to flex. I'm showing the realistic possibilities. And now again, these numbers could be smaller or bigger. This could be 200 instead of 2,200, or it could have been 22,000 or 220,000. That's the thing about the market. It got room for everybody. And so again, I just, take my chart. I make sure I tell myself I'm a consistently profitable trader. I created a plan and I'm sticking to it. And all I'm gonna do in my coaching program is share that plan with you and show you how to stick to it. Now listen, if you just first time joining in October, this is just real results. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. This is just me working. The red are days that I wasn't profitable. But as you can see, I'm getting the hang of this. And I could keep it to myself. That's true. I know some people will say to them, well, if it's that good, why don't you just do it? Everybody is wired different. I could not put my business out there. I could just be quietly getting this, but anybody who knows me just knows that I've always been the type of person that when I eat, I want to make sure other people eat. And so there you have it. All right, so I cut the camera off so I can use my my cell phone to use my calculator. So when you calculate this total, it's 5,270 for the week. Okay, so again, just as a reminder, right? Some of you guys will look at this and you'll get inspired. Some of you will have some different kind of feelings behind it. But all I'm trying to do is show you that an everyday person, just like you and I, can pick up a skill, right, and change the trajectory on how they grow their money. And I'm doing it. I'm putting in the work every day. I'm only doing this to inspire, to encourage you to realize that there are other ways to create additional income. And this is why I call this the ultimate side hustle. So there you have it, right? $685 in 5 minutes. When you look at how the whole week went, $5,200 for about an hour's worth of work. This is something that's notable. So I've put out several videos, right, over the last month, just basically doing this to show I want to be results-based driven. There's a lot of people who talk about it, but they don't necessarily show you how to be about it. And so because of my transparency and how I am, I want to make sure that you can really see how it's done. Now, I'm well aware that you still might not understand. So this is what's coming up in January. I'm going to do what I like to call the 5-day trader challenge. It's going to be a beginner's guide to take you from where you are now to have the ability to place your first trade at the end of that 5 days. After the 5-day trading challenge, you will have everything that you need to go ahead and start trading. Now, how well you do is always going to be up to you. But if you feel like you're going to need more coaching after that, then I'll have a coaching program for those who want to be guided along the process, and you can stay in the program for as long as you need to. Now, I got to say this. I am not promising you're going to make the kind of money that I'm making. Matter of fact, I can't promise you that you're going to make any money at all. All I can promise you is I'm going to give you a skill to know how to enter into the market and exit the market to take profits. Now, how you handle that is totally up to you, which is why I'm going to teach it to you through the lens of emotional intelligence to increase your chances to be successful. But everybody is different, and I cannot be responsible for what you do with this information, right? I can give it to you, but what you're going to do with it, that's going to be on you. But I'm here to help guide you along the way because I know that you could be successful. Like I said, when I got into this, baptism by fire, I had to learn the hard way. So I paid what I like to call tuition. I definitely lost some money, but I also made it back. And here's the thing for me, the whole time I was losing money doing this, I never doubted that this was a great thing to be a part of. That's how I knew in my spirit that it was something I needed to do. I never got mad. I never gave up. I never doubted it. I knew it was me. I knew I just didn't know enough. I knew I just was not getting in the trades at the right time or getting out at the right time. I knew I didn't understand technical analysis and how to read these charts. I knew it was my lack of education that was causing that because there's so many people benefited from this. And I'm a type of person that if somebody else can do it, I can do it. People talk about the stock market and it's being risky and people lose money. That's true. But what about all the people that's making money? There are people who are making millions and billions of dollars in the stock market. The stock market has been here since day one. So I'm not the type of person that focus on what can't be done. I focus on what can be done. And I don't listen to people who tell me that it can't be done. Just because you don't feel like you can do it, don't mean that I can't do it. And that's why I feel so good and so confident. And for the short amount of time that I've been doing this, and I'm already able to be profitable, I can only imagine as years to come where I'm going to go with this. But that's what inspires me to say, you know what, I could turn around and alley-oop this play to the next person because the learning curve is not as steep as they would try to make you think. People give you a lot of information. They make this seem more complicated because they want to keep you out the game. So I'm going to streamline this to you. I'm going to give you the blueprints, and all you got to do is run the play. And I'm confident that you could be profitable, but it's going to take some time and you're going to lose some money along the way. And you got to make sure you have your mind right and your emotions in check so that you can be resilient and push through it. You got to have some fight in you, right? You got to be willing to fight for something that's worth fighting for. You got to think about in life, a lot of times we fight for things that don't even really matter. We spend a lot of times going and learning things that's not going to take us to the next level. I'm telling you, the ability to day trade can take you to the next level. So I'm excited about this. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a landing page that is going to start capturing you guys' emails that are interested early. So you'll be the first ones to know about the 5-day challenge. Meanwhile, please like and share this video. Head over to our YouTube page so you can stay connected to the latest video. I appreciate you for tapping in. One love. May the force be with you. Peace.